Yo, what's going on, everybody?
What's going on, folks? Happy day, happy day.
Hey, happy Sunday. We're going to start that hot.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
Hey, Hawk. Sorry, dog. We might steal that, too. I know the radio personalities already got y'all ass, so.
We might as well jump on board.
Hey, happy Sunday, man. You back on the real, baby. And this week, on the real, we bringing you something a little different than we have. This week, we got some chocolate. This week, we got a little vanilla. And this week, we brought on the spiral, baby!
Yo, he need help for that. I know your brain don't work no more. You put some shit together like that.
Definitely some chromosomes. That shit is definitely not going all the way to the
Yo, you are funny as hell.
It does, man. It just motherfuckers ain't working up there.
No.
The 12 floor, they all off the chain.
Gone.
Straight
abandoned.
He's funny as hell.
Hey, man, another great episode that we got for you this week. Birdie, man, do your thing, dog.
Absolutely. Want to welcome one of my best friends, Bruce's friend, since childhood, diaper buddies, on Dre Milligan.
Straight from Pricedale.
Dre
Street.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, you was over there on that Green Hill side of thing. How you doing, man? How's life?
Every day working out with you, enjoying it. That's it. Working.
Yeah, these two, they spent 6 days together, 6 days a week together at the gym every morning. Dre, you work the night shift, you come home.
And straight to the gym with Birdie. I think I spend more time with Birdie than I do at home and with my girl.
Yeah, man, for real.
That shit happens.
Yeah,
that shit happens.
It's crazy.
And then you got that other crazy, big, fat, white, bald son bitch.
Yeah.
Y'all got the swirl chocolate vanilla going on in the gym.
You're going to have him on here soon.
Yeah,
you know what? He ain't coming on.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, well, shit, let's get him on.
He'll definitely be on.
But speaking about working out, man, on some real shit, I got to thank you because you sitting there, and I was just thinking, he brought discipline back to a man's life. Yeah. For real, you understand? Like,
I appreciate that.
For real, them waking up early in the morning and have to get something out the way. That's a beautiful way, you know what I mean, to get your day started.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna thank you too, cause you motivate me to keep doing it.
Yeah, for real. I mean, it's definitely a give and take, but dude, like I was just sitting there thinking, like I've been lazy for a long time. Like, for real.
Laying up, playing that game.
Yeah.
Taking that medication every day.
Yeah, it's chunky and everything.
How much?
Which he has a medical card for.
Yes.
We both do.
Don't be getting it twisted, man. I mean, Jesus Christ.
How much weight you lost since we started?
Man, I lost a lot. I'm down like 45 pounds. Damn. For real.
I was put on a couple pounds of muscle.
Yeah.
For sure.
I told Dre what was that? I think it was last summer. I think it was last summer at Sadie's graduation party, because, you know, you get it mixed up. He got like 6 graduation parties in a row.
Yeah.
He said a week.
Real shit.
But no, he walked up. I said, okay, Dre, I see you doing your thing, dog.
Yeah, hell yeah.
It's definitely good to get up, work out, get the day going. It makes your day better. Even if working midnights, you know what I mean? You still get up, go ahead and do it and get it out the way.
Right.
He made the joke about the vanilla, the chocolate, and the sweetener.
It wasn't a joke, man. I mean, it's a true ass statement.
It's true, but damn, you did that shit in a funny ass way. How was it growing up being biracial in all your aspects of life, like where you lived and the things that you went through, like when you traveled? You understand?
Now, real quick too, along them lines, man. Let's remember that Dre is Monessen. You know, he's a Monessen dude.
15062.
Now, but they talked about Pricedale.
Yeah, right.
You know,
right.
Those of you that don't know, Pricedale is just a little town that sits out the way. You know, it's between Monessen and Bell Vernon, which y'all have heard us talk on here a lot. And listen, I know there's people on here, y'all know what we're talking about, but there's a lot of people that do listen. We have listeners that don't know, they're not familiar with our area. So that explanation, I think they really appreciate that. But y'all knew each other before I knew you, or you knew, I knew him. Like, y'all
you forgot it until high school.
Well,
we came sandbox.
Well, grade school. Well, it would have been because you came to Monessen when?
No, I was always there. I moved
You
over
was
here
always
my
in
junior
Menneson.
year. I was always there.
Yeah.
My
Oh.
junior year of football is when I came
Dog,
over
why
here.
did I think you was over here like in 7th, 8th
Bro,
grade
we
with
played
me?
freshman football together.
I know.
Right. So I would been there the whole time. The whole time.
Oh,
Well, it's
See, I'm
it's the circle of people that we hang
yes,
around.
that you,
That's,
yes,
you know what I
that's
mean?
right.
That's all it is.
Well, yeah, that's. I was just thinking about the price doll thing, but
We
you
played
lived over
freshman
there, so
basketball together
right,
too.
right.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. Well, I thought you was. Well, that's what I was gonna say. But Price-Dale, like in the early days, like you was.
Yeah, youngest.
That's where you and Curdy.
We was sandbox.
Yeah.
Right,
you know what I mean?
right,
Fresh, you know.
exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
I mean, fresh from sandbox to learning how to ride bikes.
Right,
Our dads were
right.
best friends. Our families we're family.
And yeah, exactly. And y'all live close, but yeah. So anyway, so go ahead, man. I'm sorry.
Just,
Your question, still to this day, and you could be the testament to this. People will look at me and not know what race I am: black, white, Mexican, Arabic, Middle, anything from the Middle East, any type of Spanish. It's I've gotten it as I've gotten older. But being young in the area, growing up biracial, it was rough. There was definitely but there bullies. They didn't like me because I was light skinned. Some didn't, just like
Right.
that. I mean, as you get older, it carried on till I don't know, high school maybe. But it just, you have to adjust, or you got to not make people, but you got to let them see who you are. The color don't mean nothing. You know what I mean? You could be it doesn't matter. Saying the N-word, all of that. Like, it don't matter. It's just the type of person that you are inside. You could be a fucked up individual, but inside you could be a good ass person that's just in there that don't know how to escape or get it out, or
Right. Well, you being biracial, like, did you ever feel like you had to hold yourself to a certain degree,
to a certain standard?
To,
is that what you're
to this type of, to the black people, to your dad's side, who is the black side, or your white side, or
no?
You always just kept it down the middle.
Yeah, because a lot of my Caucasian relatives, I don't really know them. You know what I mean? We're older now, and they've moved. Everybody moves apart. But I stayed more closer to my dad's side. But I still never had to. I was who I was.
Right. I mean, we talk about that shit all the time, color. I mean, because to us, it really is. To us, it is a joke. It is a joking thing.
Yeah.
It becomes a joke with us, man, because we don't look at it and we can laugh and we get angry. We get passionate about things,
more passionate.
The outside, in the outside world.
The thing, we just had this conversation. People don't understand us as Menneson.
The area.
Right. The area.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, you grew up in all types of ethnicities.
Right.
We all grew up together. We're no different. So what you're white or black, but so what?
It didn't matter.
We all came from Menneson, and we struggled. We're the same person.
And that's the thing. So, I mean, to get it from your eyes, who has a mother who is white and a father who is black, and they get it from your eyes and just hear your explanation, and knowing that let's just say that the trials and tribulations you've been through in your life that we know of, and then there's things that we don't know of. Every aspect of your life has involved people. Stories that we've heard from you, or stories we've seen, or stories we've been involved in. People that are involved in those stories, there is no difference. Like you said, there's black people. There's white. Like, it is a pretty amazing thing, and people don't see that, unfortunately.
But it's because it's just from our point of view.
It is. Right.
And we say it all the time. We understand everyone's not. I mean, y'all people. To me, I call it blessed to be able to be in that situation. People aren't blessed enough to be in that situation. Like, we understand those people that look at Bruce and be like, I ain't fucking with that white boy. But until you get to know the man, and then he says something to you, and you're like, God damn. I mean, it happens.
It happens
the car all the time.
Day. It happens every single day.
And that's
all
just
three of us. It happens with y'all at the gym.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
And that's
what we talked about that.
You remember in one of my favorite movies, remember the Titans?
Oh yeah, come on, man, you already know.
Right, when Coach
Left side.
I mean, Coach Boone.
Left side.
Right side. Strong side. Real shit.
Yeah.
But what did he say? He said, I want every single last one of you to sit down and have a conversation with a person from the opposite race.
Yes.
You understand? And that's the only way.
That was in the 1970s.
Yeah,
We're still talking about this motherfucking shit in 2023.
Today. We just had
1970.
What did we just do?
Long time, man.
His family just came downstairs because she thought that there was about to be a lion fighting for the pride joint.
Oh yeah, because Cody Bird got all passionate and was screaming and yelling.
Right.
He actually scared me a little bit.
His passion is good. His passion
He
is
was
good.
Yeah, you understand. And for once, and we don't never do it on camera. And shit, you know what I mean? You're allowed to disagree. Like, hell yeah, we're gonna get loud. We're gonna buck heads. But the thing is, why are we still dealing with the same exact problems from Herman Boone?
Why?
And you see, and that's where my passion. That's where my passion burns from. We have to stop being scared of one another. You understand? And really, let's figure this out. It's a dumb thing.
But we've been taught for so long. So it's a generational thing. And everybody says, oh, we got to stop at this generation. We got to stop it. No, it just doesn't stop. Because in somewhere, households all over the world, there's some type of disagreement about you shouldn't be nice to Mexicans, you shouldn't be nice to Arabics, you shouldn't be nice to Muslims.
You shouldn't be nice to white people.
Right.
I mean,
You shouldn't be like that. Doesn't make any sense. You don't talk to Bruce because he hangs out with the two colored guys. Like, come on, man. What? That doesn't even make any sense. You don't even know him or us. Get to know us before you can make any type of judgment.
Right.
And it's in the household. Everybody says, oh, it's going to change. It don't change because there's somebody's old. And I'm not trying to be disrespectful. Somebody's old ass.
This is
grandma,
for educational purposes.
Somebody's old grandma, so she's probably about 96, still teaching her grandchildren to be racist to anybody that's not white, any type of brown skinned person.
Yes.
And it's going on because if you just sit back and look, it's still around. Where's it coming from? Because that 96-year-old grandma taught her 40-year-old daughter, and it just keeps going down the line. But is them kids, them grandkids, and the kids get older, they meet people and they realize, damn, they ain't like what these, but they realize it, but it gets so late in life, they still are confused about, can I really trust these people? Now, I've been told this so long, they're no good. Don't work with them. They ain't no good. These people aren't no good. Then you get to meet who they call these people. Man, now he's my best friend. He's a Arabic man or a Spanish man or a black man or even a white man. Here. And then your world is opened up so late in life, and you miss out on the opportunities to associate yourself with great people. I'm so sorry. And networking with people. If
you know what's crazy, Dre? Like everything you just said. What I said it last week, I'm not gonna say it no more because every week I learn. It does not matter who comes on this show. I swear to God, because the people that we surround ourselves and put on this show, we can literally learn something every goddamn week. You just opened my eyes to something that makes so much sense. Things I've thought about, but when you put it together like this is crazy. You just said in that whole synopsis, I took out some things, right? And you were like, talk to people. It's a generational thing. 96-year-old grandmas, blah, 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 right? All this shit you're saying, right? All the things you're saying. You know what the problem is? It is becoming harder and harder. And I think now, this just came into my head as I'm listening to you.
It's got to be a big-ass thought.
It's a deliberate... My dude! Like, you ain't even funny and you came with a whole one. That's how I dig it. Because it is a big ass thought. You see it scrambling around in that big ass head and I can't get it out. But no, hey, the whole networking, the whole meeting people and speaking to people, the whole interaction, it is being taken away from us. I don't think people don't look at it as it's being taken away from us on purpose. But if you think about it, if you sit here and think about it, think what you just said, why don't we put everybody in front of this phone or on that computer and we just say, here's Tinder, here's meeting places, here you can talk, you can meet friends over here. So the communication is all here now anymore. So that makes it harder to see who you're. So now we can use that to our advantage, of course.
Yeah, but I can't feel your emotion.
What? Right. That's what I'm saying. And that's what I'm saying. Is this a deliberate, like this? This could be put out as a deliberate ass thing that's being done, right? That's crazy. It's just where my mind was.
I'm gonna do something else. See, because we're always talking about racism, and a lot of people just think that this is a black and a white thing. We have a guest this week that is in a rare situation where he sees a whole different type of racism. Tell me about the separations at your job. Tell the people about how.
Oh man, it's Haitians and Africans, and a few Americans mixed in there, but they're divided, and it's weird for me to see this because we're all black. Right now, some speak French, some speak Spanish, some speak Creole, you know what I mean? Some speak some broken English, but we're all black. And I've seen them, like one African guy will be working by himself, and there'll be two Haitian guys just watching him work. Won't even help him. I'm like, dog, y'all's tripping. Like, go help him out. Like, what sense does that make?
Right,
none.
That's crazy.
None at all. Because all black.
Just
because you're from up here or down here. It's all black.
So my cracker ass crackers out there? Hey, seriously?
But to me, that's like, wow.
That's crazy.
My 47 years of, or maybe 30 years of working, right?
Yeah, you look a little older than that.
Oh, I mean, I'm 47, but I've been working around different types of people. But in my whole lifetime, I've never seen nothing like a diversity of black people. No. Never.
That's crazy.
Right, and
it's the nuttiest thing.
And we always say
that's
that,
crazy
and that's what. That's crazy.
It is.
Because the struggle's supposed to be the same. You understand? And they don't believe it.
Right.
Like I had a conversation with a guy from the actual continent of Africa, and it was me and another gentleman, and he was like, I asked a question. I was like, why do y'all hate African Americans? And he was like, you guys lazy pieces of shit. And I said, damn. I was like, right.
That's a conversation starter right there.
I said, wow. I was like, wow.
I had a conversation.
He was like, we really do look at y'all like y'all's lazy pieces of shit. And I was like, why? He was like, you guys have nothing. He was like, me, my brother, my uncle, we come over here, been here 4 years. He got his own business. I got my own business. I got my own money. He has his own money. His family's doing well. We send money home. You guys sit here and you don't do shit. You sit on your ass. Now you gotta understand. You're talking to a Mickey Ficky that work 40 to 60 hours a week.
But there's one thing that and it's not fair across the board. They ain't paying no taxes like this.
I know.
Uncle Sam ain't tickling them
Uncle
like
Sam
they do
ain't
us.
letting them go to work and then taxing that money, and then you go to the store and you get that money taxed, and then you got
they paying that. They ain't getting no tax.
It's a shame that African Americans are hated that bad. That an African from the actual continent of Africa could come over here and have more opportunity than a Mickey Ficky that been here.
Yo, man, that's on a subject that, I mean, if y'all want to talk about that for about the next 40 minutes, we can.
Yeah, but no.
We already know we can open that shit up and we can talk about how unfair that we all think. Like, we could talk about how, but I really, man,
I'll come back.
I want to say about the African people is, I told you the story. I might have told you, but I got video proof, man. I was at an African wedding last summer. Looked like I was in the movie Coming to America. Yo, they was treating your boy had on some camo shorts and a cut off shirt. I'm driving in the summer. I took the boy to Philly. They was like, Nazigi Yamana, my dude, if you out there listening, shout out, my man. His name is Nazigi Yamana. I still got his phone number. But let me tell you, they said, yo, come to the wedding. I said, I'm not dressed. They said, come. Dog, I get there, they bringing me late, hey, have meat on the stick. They're giving me meat. I'm not dope as hell, man. Just great people,
Did you
man.
get the royal bath?
I was thinking about it, but I thought April would get mad at me.
Yeah.
Shit, you might have been able to get one.
She would have popped up the room. This is clean, yeah, ain't it? Shit. They were like, yep, I'm killing that fool.
Hey, man, can we break something up a little bit here, y'all?
Yeah.
Let's break something up. I was thinking, because I had some shit I wanted to talk about. Being Dre, you was an athlete, you was a hooper, you was a football player. You know, like you said, we was on junior high troop team together.
I got pictures.
I do
I'll
too.
pull them
I
out.
was a skinny, and my head wasn't as big. It was long.
Yeah.
But no, sports things, man. This has been, it's been itching at me a long time, man. For a minute now, like and you don't hear much about it anymore. But like the steroids and sports things, and not only that, steroids in sports, but why is and I'm not a big baseball guy. I don't even know if you guys are, but I'm a sports guy.
I like baseball.
But Barry Bonds, Mark McGwire,
This is about to go crazy.
and Sammy Sosa.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me how they ain't in the Hall of Fame. It's just steroids. What do you think about steroids in sports?
I don't believe in baseball. Yes, it's gonna make you stronger, right? But you still have to. You need your eye to find that baseball.
Now, some people are going to give you the argument that the steroids is going to help that. I
Your
ain't never
vision?
seen no proof.
No, I've never seen any proof
No.
that gives you better vision. It bulks you up, does whatever else to you. You connect with the ball. Yeah, you might crank it out 30 extra feet, but you still have to have a damn near a perfect swing, right? And you have to drive that baseball. Yes, like I said, the steroids give you maybe some distance. No,
Give you some advantage.
but you're not, like, you still have to have that hand-eye coordination.
Well, to me, when it comes to baseball and any other sport with the steroid thing, it's unfair no matter what because they got caught. What about the people that did it?
Woo, shit.
What the fuck?
Smack my mama in the butt.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? Like, so they out there competing out this shit, and he can't get the ball over the fence still. That's on him. I took the shit and I'm knocking that shit in the motherfucking Three Rivers. Stay out the Three Rivers.
Right.
Out to the river. Don't be mad at me. And this is all came because of Jose Canseco. And trust me, I've always been a person, I can't stand no rap. You get caught doing something that you did, that's on you. You handle them.
Yeah, he told everybody.
Yeah, you took everybody
He
down.
ain't like a straight home.
Because your career wasn't going the way Mark McGuire's went,
Exactly.
the way Barry Bonds went, the way Sammy Sosa, and on some real shit, they took us on one of the best sports rides.
But that goes back to your hand-eye coordination. His hand-eye coordination ain't like Barry Bonds and
No, when he made contact, he could hit the ball.
Right, but
when he made contact, he could hit the ball.
Yeah.
Right.
When?
Like we
But
weren't
McGuire
dummies.
and Sosa, what year was that? That was back in the 90s.
Right.
Yeah.
And listen, and us, like, we weren't dumb. Barry Bonds played for the Pirates.
Skinny
He weighed
as-
170.
Yeah,
He weighed 170 pounds,
Yeah,
maybe.
he was
Maybe.
hungry.
He
He
looked
was
like-
hungrier than me in 1984. Believe
like
that.
matchstick.
Yeah. Yo, don't do that to my man, bro.
Oh, shit.
For real. Hey, yo, you're
But
crazy.
he didn't weigh shit, and then he
No.
bumped up, man. Yeah,
he
was
blew
sick.
up.
Yeah.
And
And
he you still have to have the hand-eye.
To me, there's a whole bunch of people in a lot of sports that aren't in the Hall of Fame that should be, and there's some that shouldn't be. Like Joe Namath should not be in the Hall of Fame. I'm sorry. You did one thing, bro. You had more interceptions than touchdowns.
Oh, for real? I don't know.
Yeah, check it on now.
That's real.
Like
That's
how?
Well, I mean, that's a whole bunch. I'm asking though. Bonds, McGuire, and Sosa should definitely be in the
Yes,
Hall
all three.
Yeah,
and
all
I'm
three.
gonna throw
Wow,
one. I'm gonna
even,
throw one.
Yeah, it's
even
crazy.
Pete
Rose,
Rose, yeah.
man.
Oh,
Come on with y'all,
Pete
man.
Rose.
Oh my God! Thank you for bringing. I meant to bring that up.
You
too,
never
Pete
saw
Rose.
nobody never played baseball like that.
Pete Rose?
No way,
No.
bro.
Turn
That
he
was
was
Because-
damn near like the Michael Jordan
because
of baseball.
baseball.
Yes,
Yeah,
and
what are y'all
he was
doing?
betting on games in the 70s. He still can't get in the Hall of Fame. 'cause
Throw
he got
Petey
these-
Ro-
You know what? I heard one of the best things. I listen to a lot of sports radio. I heard one of the best things. You goddamn nerds. You nerds that are sitting up there on these fucking panels. You ain't never played the fucking game in your life,
Nope.
but you broadcast on it and you sit on a fucking pedestal and type on your computer. And that's what he said. He said the guy's like, you're nerds. You nerds they've never touched a
Once
baseball
again, I love
bat.
you nerds.
I love you too, but you're nerds. You
Yeah, I
shouldn't
fuck
be
with y'all
picking.
nerds.
The Hall of Fame should be picked by your peers and
Your
coaches.
peers and the coaches. No lie.
But you got to remember, some of your peers is envious because you hit 70.
Of course they are.
Yeah.
I'm
you
talking about.
You stole 30 and 30.
You're right.
Well,
so is there a fair way to do it? Who
Here go,
knows?
and it's about that honor thing. If you really honor something, you're going to make the right moves to get the shit in the
Right.
position. You understand? Like, we honor sports, we honor baseball, we honor football. So we want to see people that deserve get what they deserve.
they're
Steroids
Yeah.
and the rest of them sports, man. Would you get the? I mean, steroids and hoops, steroids and football. Y'all got issues?
To me, no, because to me, somebody's doing this shit, bro.
Yeah.
yeah.
Somebody's
Just
doing
everybody,
this shit.
you're not getting caught. For it.
Yeah, for
and-
real.
and
like,
it doesn't give you. That's fine.
Yes,
we
it
are.
gives you
Listen,
some type of
if-
advantage.
if that professional athlete or that college athlete or that high school athlete, 18 years old, looks like he's a stud, got a chance of maybe hitting the league, he says, you know what? I'm going to make my chances better. So not only am I going to go and get up and go to the gym at 5 o'clock every morning for 2 hours, then I'm going to put this needle in my ass and I'm going to shoot it. And then I'm going to go to this receivers coach.
For the high school kid now, I believe now, even maybe 2-3 years ago, right? You don't need to do that.
You don't. I'm
because
just saying.
there's so many. There's so many ways for you to work on your craft. Whatever, it's either by yourself, getting a trainer, working with your teammates, working with whoever. You don't need that type of stuff, or you just need some type of motivation.
High school was probably a bad example for me, so that was my bad.
I mean,
like
either-
saying high school, but what you meant, you know what I'm saying,
Right? You just
There's many ways to get an advantage.
without just work.
And when when you get to college and you get to pros, let's just be realistic. You probably have a better. If you're already a stud in college, and you start a cycle or two, that might put you over the level. I'm just saying. What I'm saying
To
is,
me-
if you do it, I'm not mad at you. That's what I'm saying.
But hopefully, if you do it, I don't mean to cut you
No,
off.
you're good.
You can cut it off and
Right.
go and use your own natural
And-
strength
right.
and ability. Yes, it's going to get you over the top or get
Right.
you what you know what I mean.
Right,
but
right.
you gotta because eventually
it's gonna stop.
it's gonna hurt.
or
It's gonna hurt you.
It's gonna hurt. 100%.
yeah, I mean, here goes the thing. There are people that are in situations where I'm doing this. My family is in this damn. I got 17 kids. We in a 3-bedroom house. You understand? Brothers and sisters don't know where they getting their meal from. Boom, boom, boom. Man, if anybody's doing that, you understand? I'm not gonna lie. I remember I played college ball in high school. I was so much of a bitch. I'm kind of mad I didn't. Once again, for educational purposes, I'm mad I didn't take that little advantage. Get that 4.8 to a 4.6. You understand? There was other people doing it. You understand? I'm like, I'm out here raw dog. He's juiced. He's spiked up. Right. He running into me. Who's hurting?
Right.
He got that shit in him.
Right.
I'm out here with just my blood. You know what I mean?
Better lower them hips and make the tackle.
You know what I mean? You know I tried. I told you. Ed Cleary, if you out there, he's the only one who took my heart ever. And that's only because you broke that dude's neck before. You wore out Powell, my own. For real, but if you didn't do that, well, you know what it was. I jumped on his back, though. I didn't want no head up smoke. He let me know that NFL was not where I was going, and I wasn't going there.
That was just
I got
something
tackled
on my mind.
like this.
I figured, man, I had got y'all two brothers on here, and we might as well.
No, that's a cold ass thing, because we always
say
say it like, I mean, what the hell you going to do? Like, somebody's doing that
Right.
shit. Like,
I mean, and I'm saying, like, I think in the bottom line comes down to it, man. Look, it is your choice as a person. You know what you know what long-term use is going to do to your body. I mean, we know people with long-term use, they can't stop taking it.
Yeah,
They, you know,
and
now because
that's the thing. Once you start, will you be able to stop?
Yeah, and that's the thing, because you're gonna see changes in yourself that you may like a lot. Now you also have the possibility and the potential to see some shit that it does to you that you don't like.
Right.
You know, there's those things. I mean, we all know them. But bottom line is, it should be. I'm a firm believer it should be that person's choice. But I also believe that Barry Bonds. It's a tragedy that Barry Bonds and Mark McGwire and Sammy Sosa, and now that you guys put out my man Pete Rose, that those four people ain't in the Hall of Fame.
It's a travesty because, dude, they gave us the best ride in baseball history.
Yes, they
They
sorry.
said baseball. But
Yeah,
you figure
they
the home
saved
run rate
baseball.
saved baseball.
McGuire and
That's good.
Sosa that
Yeah,
year.
They
saved
saved
baseball.
baseball. No lie. Y'all was,
100%.
they was fans
now-
are showing
yeah.
up, mad protests, all that
Yeah.
shit was going on.
They
They
was
saved
putting
Baseball
in the
numbers
seats.
are going back down the tubes. Once again, it's 2023. That was in the 90s. Well, hey, let these brothers start shooting some steroids and fuck it. Hey, man, I want to jump off topic for a little bit. Change
No,
some
that's
things up.
cool.
Yeah, that's
that's
a good
fine.
topic, though.
That's
I
great.
like
I
that.
like that. I definitely like that. What else? This man threw me my first touchdown pass.
And the funny thing is, it's my only one.
Oh, really?
I did not
Are
know
you
that.
shitting me? That was your
Telling
only
you,
high
that
school
was
touchdown
The only
pass?
high school touchdown.
It was
pass.
pretty though,
Ooh.
dog. I did not know that.
I did not know that.
I've transferred I didn't play varsity when I transferred.
Yeah.
To Bell
Bell
Vernon.
Vernon.
Right. Yep. I was behind 3 other quarterbacks. The coach's son, who was good, another kid that was good, and Eddie Waitman.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you was behind
you was
three.
behind some crazy.
Jeremy Dongilly, Mike Stieber,
Wasn't Jason Nogi a quarterback?
yeah, me and
Nogi.
we were. I was a junior. He was a
Oh,
sophomore.
gotcha.
So, but he had been there in the system, so
Right.
they
And
all
he's-
knew the system.
Right, they all knew
Yeah.
it. Right,
Yeah.
right.
And let's talk about that. And to all y'all Major League programs, high school programs, Bell Vernon always been one of them elite programs that had the unique ability to keep their system from midget league all the way up. And a lot of people don't understand what type of advantage that gives you. There's such a distance in some communities between their high school team and their midget league team,
Yeah.
and if you don't understand, you're really putting yourself at a disadvantage.
Yeah.
That all should correlate together, and that'll give yourself a better chance of winning later.
If you go back and look at
yeah.
the most of the high school teams now that are winning state championships, right? You go back and look, they all
It's the system never
It's the
changed.
system.
I just
It really
Let me
never
ask-
changes.
I'm glad you said that.
you can plug kids in.
I'm glad you said that because now I will say, other than Aliquippa, which we speak of a lot,
yes, hey, they
the
deserve
Quips
it.
is the Quips.
They
I
deserve
mean,
it.
but they're doing something that a lot of towns, like our town and other, because you mentioned Bell Vernon, it's a different animal. You have people that are living in Bell Vernon, and that they're those people that are, and I know because I have been blessed with the ability to move into this home that you guys are sitting in.
Mm-hmm.
I was blessed with this opportunity and the ability to move into this home when my son was 1 year old. My son's now 19, has lived here for 18 years, graduated. He went to the same grade school and never moved. I mean, I can't say that for myself or you or you.
Right.
None of us can say it. So I'm blessed that my daughter is still in that same. So in Bell Vernon, that is more of a thing that happens in a place like Bell Vernon.
Right.
In a place like Thomas Jefferson. In a place like, it's not. So when you get to Monessen, where the turnover rate seems to be awfully high, you know what I'm saying?
We're all from there.
Right.
And I'll say this until
Right.
I ain't got nothing left in my
Right.
lungs. There's nothing there. We have to bring some type of
We can keep
businesses
this.
in.
You know, we can keep the four. You know, it's a great.
but they have to
you can see
bring.
it.
We got to bring profitable businesses in. And that brings jobs in. Yes, they got all the factories back there, and you can contest to this, right? I guarantee you, there's not 100 people that work in all them plants from Monessen. Or
Crazy.
even from Monessen and moved out,
That's
Ross
a lie.
Draver, Bell Vernon, Perryopolis. Guarantee you. And that right there takes the people out of Monessen, and it takes the kids out of the schools, and there's no businesses.
That's what. And
So that's what goes to. So how can we keep those Monessen kids in here and run that program?
We have to bring in a business.
it has to. And it has to be. It has to be
profitable. It has to
Wow.
bring a big.
But because
Somebody has to love this place.
I got you.
Somebody-
I get it. So
Some
let me
type
ask you.
of
a que-
Costco-ishy type, Target-y, something that's going to
I said a goddamn casino on the goddamn river. I mean, Christ.
I don't understand why we don't use it.
Right
You
now,
got a
but here's
riverbank,
my
why
thing. I'm
don't
going
you
to tell
use
you
it?
why
the
because
state
I mean,
representative,
you know,
owns that.
you know,
or he used
there's
to
a
be the
very
state
bad element over
representative.
there. There's a bad element, man.
Yeah, ninjas.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's a
but
bad
if-
element.
but how?
So as that politician, as that white politician, then I'm gonna put my white politician hat on now.
Oh boy.
For educational purposes only.
Fuck you, it's the truth. Yeah, we're not gonna bring a business here because people ain't gonna want to come here because There's a lot of things that are going on.
But it's for the people that already are there. If there's people there.
But those people are lazy.
Hold on.
I'm just on a politician.
Well,
I'm just saying what they're saying.
We just had a guest on here, though. Mar Valley's Business Owner of the Year, once or twice, who just said that he understood that where he located his business at, Josh Turkovich, that there was
Mar Valley phone repair.
There you go. There was going to be a problem there. He put his one foot in front of the other, built his business, and he's there, and he has a successful business. So all that shit about, the element this, the element that, no.
Josh ain't a politician asshole, though.
There you go.
That's the problem.
We're trying to tell y'all.
The people you got running that city over there, that's a major problem in Menneson right now. I'm going to tell you that. The people running that city,
there's definitely some
they don't give a shit. It is about one thing, money and money only over there for the little bit that's in that goddamn city.
I believe there's some council members are for bettering the city, but they don't have enough backing from the other council members or anybody from
the city.
Period.
Right.
You don't have enough votes to get things through. It's not going to happen.
This is how I totally feel, and I'm sorry, all politicians, man. Like, there's no honor in their seats anymore.
Yes, there are. There are a lot of them. Are just
there are a lot of
it. Fuck
it. I'm talking about people don't honor it.
There are some. There's very
good
few
in
about
it.
that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You understand?
It's a very minimal. But I think if anything, it's younger.
Everyone feel like they're snakes. So you understand. So it's that type of environment, and then there'll be situations where shit come out the closet, and you be like, "Damn, that was some snakish ass shit." And this is somebody that's supposed to be a leader. That's the honor I'm talking about. Like, I don't know who to vote for. I don't know if somebody has. Forget my goodness, what I feel like at heart. I don't know who has my. I want to know who has my kids at their heart. You understand what I'm saying? Like, who's going to make this a better situation? I'm
gonna tell you.
Y'all
just gave me another idea, man.
There has to be.
We have been talking about this, and this is like some real shit. But Hawk was saying last week on the show, like, on the real, y'all gonna be in an office space, have your own building, and you and me went to your son TJ's game, your godson.
Yeah.
By the way, y'all, this man's son.
This is how tight we are.
This is it. But we went to his game, and it was a big ass. I mean, I don't know if you've been out there to the joint in West Virginia, but it's his big ass. They got an indoor football field, a sports complex. And I know we have some similar things around here, but they had a bit. I mean, and Bernie said, "Shit, that'd be a dope ass idea. Maybe that's something down the road. Maybe we can get the on the real movement where we get enough sponsors and enough people. We get that on the real spot over there and get that bit, because that would be dope to do something for a community, and you give some people some jobs, and especially the right people like the Dennis Hawkins out there.
That's what it is.
Working for them youth.
I always said this. Everything's about money, right?
It is.
You remember, like. Nothing's out of love no more, and I say this all the time. People used to do shit like when we were young. We'd say, "Hey, I want to be a firefighter when I grow up. I want to be a police officer," and you wanted to be that for all the good in it.
Yes.
You understand? Like, I wanted to be a firefighter because I really wanted to go feel like a superhero, put the fire out, go get the people out the house, feel good about myself. Right. I wanted to be a police officer. I want to go chase the crook. I want to, know what I mean? And then you grow old and everything ain't like that. Then you find out money drives all this shit. Let's make that house. Let that house burn the hell down. You understand? Right. The property's more important. And then shit's crooked here. Now you're in this fucking road of confusion, and people get stuck there. You understand? And that's what this shit's about. Like, because everything is about money. A teacher. These are I want.
Now, money ain't bad, people. If you're making it, we have.
Good. I'm not saying that,
now,
but have some honor in what you do.
Yes.
And give back.
Yeah,
in some form.
Like.
I know people with money who and
giving back,
and I know people that are and have.
I know people that ain't got no money to give back a lot.
Yeah, right. Ain't no doubt.
I mean, you're always. I mean, shit. I would hope that everybody's goal is to help somebody else.
I would hope so too. Unfortunately,
it's not.
The world ain't like that no more.
Yeah, but I would hope that. You know what I mean? You never know. Anytime it could be you.
No doubt, man.
I mean, I know we are three people ups and downs like a roller coaster, but hey, you know what I mean? Shit.
Man.
That's life, baby.
Yeah, for real.
We gonna punch that adversity and
that's
you know me, I ain't quitting on that adversity.
Punch it through that. Yeah,
punch straight through that.
Most of us can. It's just, man, shit. Y'all know this was a weak ass world, man. Pussy fight. I'm like, for real.
Man, I don't know. We got Christmas coming up too here, fellas.
Man.
The holidays, man. The holidays is coming up.
It's crazy. This was the first first Thanksgiving, and it's gonna be my first Christmas, first Thanksgiving, and first New Year's without my grandma Betty, who is my dad's mom. She just recently passed a few months back, but it's just, it's life. And that's the realest, like, and that's one of my things. Like, that's real.
Right.
Hey, go
That's
on.
that's it.
Tell the people like the role she played in your life. Like,
Very, like, she was. I mean, she's the grandma mom role. Most of the summers I spent on Green Hill. That's how I met Birdie going down to Pricedale, all of that. But she showed me things. I used to she used to work at a hotel. She actually worked at a couple hotels, but she used to take me to work with her, and she used to, I help her work. She'd give me a couple bucks. I'm little, so through 3 days.
That shit went a long way.
Hell went a long way, right? And
back then when you could get that penny candy in the bag, dog.
Going to Browns and
These
Curls.
kids don't know nothing about it, boy.
But she showed me different things that it's hard to explain. It's just when I go through certain things in life, I could hear her now say things, and it's just.
Well, can you give me one example? What's one example? One of the most simplest things that she taught you, that she showed you when you were helping her clean them rooms. What's one of the most simplest things that she showed you that sticks to you?
Because.
But how did she do it?
But she
If you understand what I'm saying?
All right, so she was a maid, a glass cleaning lady.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Whatever.
So every room has to be damn near top notch. Bed tight, covers tight, all of that. Shampoo in there, brand new soaps. Everything wiped down, and that was the discipline of cleaning. You know what I mean? And cleanliness and doing. You know what I mean? Doing your job, because this is what you're paying. This is what they were paying her for, and this is what she was giving me money for. To do this.
So
if I wasn't going to do it,
work ethic.
Yeah, if I wasn't going to do it, I wasn't going to get no money.
I didn't know this about you, but let me ask you this. I'm curious about this. Making all those people's beds and and doing all that stuff and is helping your gram, doing all that, making the beds and stuff. When you wake up every day, do you make your bed? No, you're not a bed maker.
But listen, I kind of do in a way. I just flip the cover.
Oh no, that's fine. But you fix it.
Yeah.
You don't get out of bed and let the cover just straight. No, I'm not talking about tight like Army. Listen, no, because my thing is, and the reason I say that is because when I wake up, if I'm the last one out of bed every morning, I don't make my bed perfect, but the first thing I do is make my bed, because as soon as I've gotten out of bed, I've already accomplished the first thing, the first goal of the day. Like, just tighten up my spot. So that's just the reason I do, man. That's simple.
And I'm messy, you know what I mean?
It's good. It's okay. I mean, you had to clean a lot of rooms when you was a kid, man.
Yeah, right.
It's you in there.
Yeah.
And another thing with my grand was she had all my dad, my uncles, and everything, and I seen. She was a strong ass woman, I see how my uncles were, and I understand now as I got older.
How did they influence you? Your uncles and your dad.
Oh, I'm glad you asked this question, because I'll say this too for the rest of my life. My dad probably gave me the best advice when I was 16 years old. He tells me to go learn a trade. And guess what I did? Ignored him.
You didn't listen.
He didn't listen. You know what I mean? I went through. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go do. Now this goes on to my Uncle Jimmy. He was a plumber. My dad told me to go learn a trade. I started plumbing with my Uncle Jimmy probably about my 22, 23 maybe, just as helping him, because he worked for a plumbing company, and I'd be with him. We'd be hanging out, and he'd get a service call. So I learned that way. Right. I've worked for different plumbers. I lived in different places and got my hours, and that he was my, and I still do it to this day. And if I got a problem doing something, how do I fix this? Call Uncle Jimmy. I show him, fix it. And I say this too. There's gonna be a time where I can't call him and how you fix this? You know what I mean? It's just that's just part of life. But those two, my grandma, my Uncle Jimmy, and my Uncle Kenny, he worked a lot, man. He worked at what the hell? McDonald's for a long time. McDonald's right in there in Bell Vernon for a long time. His work ethic, you know what I mean? He's a little wild, you know. That's another topic, but
Definitely a
you know what I mean? I seen him work. You know what I mean? I seen him. He went to work. He walked to work from my grandma's office. It wasn't far. It was just across the aisle, but he got there. If he had to get there, he would get there. He went to too, and I remember being little, and I knew he was a worker. He went to, what is that called? Job Corps. Yeah. You know what I mean? He did all of that type of stuff, and I seen that. You know what I mean? And I seen positivity in the male figures in my life, positivity and all the negativity.
So you're telling me you got your work ethic, because I know there was a time where you was literally working like 7 days a week. So your work ethic, you it seems like you watched that.
Yeah,
you grew up with that.
And don't get me wrong, I'll get lazy some days, you know what I mean? But that's in everybody. You just get tired and want a little bit of a rest.
You know,
but through all them people, yes, their work ethic.
You know what's crazy,
from
man? People always want, and I've heard you do it like a couple times, like, you know, oh, he only worked at McDonald's, or like, don't downplay how great of a guy this was. I'm just saying, just the way you come across, because it's an amazing. I don't give a fuck where you work. I tell people, if you're shoveling shit.
Right, and
I
that honestly didn't mean to downplay it, because
I just want to make sure that
I worked at a fast food restaurant, actually, the Wendy's. I worked there when it first opened. Like, I worked the second day that place was open. Right, working in fast food. That's a different type.
And when I say downplay, I think I was just saying don't downplay his work ethic, because I saw something the other day. It was one of them Facebook things. Somebody was like, "Yo, this generation is built differently. Like, we used to go out till 6 in the morning, get 18 minutes of sleep, we get up, the fucking wristband from the night before, like that." I mean, so once again, that's just a different world. But work ethic, man. I mean, I'm highlighting the things I heard from you. Work ethic. Mm-hmm. Your Graham, how, you know, she taught you about cleanliness and probably gave you some OCD issues.
Yeah, right. I can't get out. You know, I can't get out of here without asking you this question. And you know, this woman, she's your mom, but she meant a whole heap to me too, and probably a whole bunch of other kids or men now from our community. Just her struggle, like we all witnessed a lot, you understand, from her and where she is right now. But Mama B, I love you to death, but how is she at first? And tell me what influence you played. Like
See, the thing, how do I say this? She taught me not to give up, because she ain't give up. She battled substance abuse early in my life, got herself clean, and then I guess you would call it relapse, because she started getting high again later in life. And both you probably not really paid attention to it most, but I know he did, or he may not even, but he probably did. But you guys went through my addiction with her, and you might not even have known it. And this is where it comes to us as a community and growing up together. You, like, if, I don't know, something maybe happened at home and I had to come to practice, getting in them, going through them gym doors, it stopped right there. At them gym doors, we came into that gym, or even on the football field, it was us. Whatever, it was right here, and it was just us. And that helped me more than I knew, or once I realized I got it older, because it was brotherhood. You know what I mean? Like, we was there no matter what it is. Football practice, basketball practice, getting ready for playoffs, just whatever it is. Kicking it. It took my mind off of, damn, I'm going to go home and I might not have no food in the refrigerator. You know what's crazy? Or the water's cut off, or all types of stuff. Man. You know what I mean? And it took my mind off of that. And
Dre, that's crazy you say that, because we actually all did that, but we don't.
We didn't know how to express it
as children.
No,
as young, we didn't realize that's what we were doing. We were suppressing it, and we were doing our stuff. We were doing what we do. Yep. That happened all three of us, because all three of us had that with parents that went through some type of addiction. Damn near every guest that we've had on this show is the same way. And some of us have, in life, we have fell down, we have tripped. But you know what we did every motherfucking time?
Got right back up.
Stood up, shake that shit off,
and try to figure the shit out
and
the
go
best
and
way
keep
you
it
can.
rolling, man. So it's just that's a commendable thing for you, dog. Because you've been through a lot of shit. You know what I mean?
It's all about what we witness, man. I tell people all the time, man. That's the only way you can judge somebody's life by their experiences and the person that they are at the moment you meet them. You understand?
And my mom, I don't mean to cut you off. She's
fine.
been clean 20.
Congratulations.
20 plus years. I know every year that she gets like a token or a couple coins, and she has given them to me. So I'll have to look on them and see.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, she's been clean for a long time, but that was a rough.
She's just one of them women. Like she understood struggle. You understand? Like she just understood struggle.
Oh, single parent too, man.
Right,
and a white woman
holding
exactly.
it down
for a biracial son.
Yeah.
Like I mean that is
like for real.
You know, and like.
But don't get me wrong, my mom was a very she went through her things, and but there was other outside influences that I seen that I knew like, oh, that's different than what I'm going through. Right. So let me, I know there's some differences there, so I can work my way and try to steer my way a different path.
We're all like that. You understand?
Right.
We learn from our parents' Our parents was fucked up.
Our parents and those people that.
The one thing that we can say about them all,
they did,
found
man.
a way to make
make
that motherfucking train go on the track, man.
You don't realize sometimes, man, until I think it was last week you said it, Birdie. Like there's just sometimes, man, you just don't realize, like. You don't appreciate things until they're gone. Unfortunately, sometimes, man, and it's crazy, and it happens for everybody at different times, right? I mean that's what it is, man. I mean, I know. Once again, it feels like we've been talking for about 22 minutes.
Yeah, it always happened like that.
It always we're gonna have, like you was asking us about live. We're gonna have to start going live too. So we can just cut that shit up.
I want to come back and do this again.
Yeah, you already know, man. Look, we this is something. Look, man, I told you.
I love it because sometimes people need something to air out shit,
and sometimes
it's more special.
Truthfully, just helps.
Yeah, like
somebody needs to get something off their chest.
And
this thing, the things that I've probably said it some of this to certain people, but individuals, and not all of it, but you probably heard it the most because, like I said, I probably spend more time in the gym, in the car, on wherever. Yeah. You know what I mean? We even
on the game. Oh
yeah, Sunday fun day, all of that.
Yeah, real shit.
I don't need to know about y'all's crazy Sunday fun day shit.
You gotta go to Sunday fun day.
I'll be working.
You right.
He tore that club up once.
I seen that Tesla outside that place.
Once in a while,
real shit. Real rap, man.
Hey, another dope ass show, man. It just
damn, we're done already.
Appreciate you, man.
Bro,
it happens so fast.
Don't
it's a bullet.
I mean, it just it's just as time goes, man.
This is dope.
I hope people watching this get all the messages that we try to put out. I know this is my first time, and I say I want to come back, and I'll come back. But I hope when they see you guys and whoever else is on here, listen, like you might not just pay attention to what we're saying and depict the good and all the bad. You know what I mean? We all been through things. We've all, seen things, and there's still a lot of life to live for all three of us. We all got families. We all got kids. All of that. Just try to be better.
No doubt, appreciate that.
Oh, how about that, Dre?
Just be better. I mean, we talk about this all the time. We'll be at the gym discussing this and this and this. But like, we have to figure out a way to be better. Like our kids, all your girls, TJ, Andre, Bruce, all of them. Like we have, like, we're still going through things that we've gone through too many years.
And we want to give our children, I know my goal as a father is I want to give my children better opportunities than I have.
Right, and we're doing the best that we can.
That's it. So, it's December 3rd, baby. Dre,
what's that, man?
Every week we've asked our guest to ask a question to the audience. Hawk started something a little last week I thought was pretty dope. He challenged people watching, the parents. He challenged them to something, man. Said,
Anything.
I hate to put you on the spot because once again I forgot to tell you about it before. We forgot to tell you about it before.
Yeah, but that's how you get a real
right.
a real
and I
response.
think so too. But a question, a question that you want to put out there to people, maybe they can respond to. Serious, non-serious, stupid, funny. I don't. No, we don't care what you already know. We don't care what it is. Or challenge somebody to do something. Challenge a people to do something. Challenge whatever.
And we're all at fault. We need to get our 062 community back together, from the little mighty mites to the high school. We have, and it has to start with the adults. We're not preparing those kids for anything. You might get 5 or 6 kids to go to college, right? And that's fantastic, right? What happens when you get there? You don't you have to get up and go to class. You ain't got no choice, right? You ain't got no money. What you gonna do? You gotta go get a job. You have to do something.
Money.
You gotta make money.
You ain't gotta get a job.
And sometimes it's not instilled in them at a younger age, all the way up through. Because again, there's no jobs in the area to get them to teach them and show them, and that starts inside the schools too. We have to start teaching, what's it called, financial literacy at a way younger age, like totally elementary school age. But as a community, we need to get it back to what it used. It's never going to get back to what it used to be, right? But we have to save it or fix it somehow, because eventually
walking towards it.
It's gonna be nothing.
Right.
There's not gonna be no high school kid. You know what I mean? You figure we're depleted now. You know what I mean? We gotta get the community back in order. Somebody has to do something. The residents, the councilmen, the mayors, the
even if they don't want to do it, the residents.
But if
we have to.
The residents have to do it, but it has to
to
start with a voice that's for the community, for the betterment of the kids.
Ain't no better way to start here than with what you just said.
I mean, right here.
Yeah.
I'm sure we've
That's your
had
challenge.
Yeah, that's it. We have to do better. It's either putting in time, some type of way, talking to the kids, and some of them kids just don't want to listen. But you have to figure out a way, because just like us, just like all three of us, I did not listen to my dad. Mm-hmm. It took me till I was in my 20s to get it in order.
Right.
That's not. We have to get them ready early so the community grows better. You have better kids coming up through the school. You ain't your school ain't in the failing percentage. You know, like nah, man.
Hey, I know I gotta shout out somebody too, man, for real. Bobby Zanowski and Kevin Parker and L.A. Ross, man. Y'all boys is doing a fantastic job over there at Charleroi, man. For real.
Congrats,
them girls
Robbie,
is well
on
coached.
That first win.
Hey, Rowley, good job. Don't do that to Bear no more. That's your family.
You about to tell me this one out there, but
but that's what we gotta do. We gotta fix. We gotta figure that out.
Dre, thanks for coming on this week, dog.
Man, thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
Curry Bird, you got any more shout outs? You want to say anything else?
No. Hey, Elgin's shop.
Oh, my friend Elgin Youngblood, what was YMH Barbecue? It'll be open January 3rd. You can find him on Facebook. You know, look at the menu, see what you like. All the food's good.
Elgin's Barbecue, man. Yep. We like to try barbecue. We don't mind trying it too, man. We'll eat it right here in front of everybody. I promise you, I will.
It's YMH Barbecue. He has two other partners.
Look for that in January. Then. Look for that in January.
January 3rd.
Moke's a part of that too, right?
Moke and Aaron Cunningham.
Yeah,
DJ Ham.
Yeah, okay.
Go ahead, fellas. Get that bread.
Yeah, get that bread.
I want to give a shout out to real quick something that just happened to me this week again. I want to shout out to another little local business, Flowers Auto Wreckers in Smithton, PA. Man, I just want to say shout out to y'all for doing the right thing. Bill, you know what I'm talking about. If you watch this show, I told you I'm gonna put you out there. Shout out for doing the right thing.
We love people that do the right thing, man.
Do the right thing. Small business, them small businesses, man. That's doing the right thing will keep them small businesses.
Those small businesses also keep them small communities going.
Yes, they do.
So go support all your local small businesses, their corner stores, all of that.
Man, hey, I appreciate y'all, man. Peace out, y'all.
Love y'all.